Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We are going to start the topic that we had started last time, and some things were there that we had done. So, we had started a new chapter, as you know about it. Okay, we had started a new chapter. It was about the tables in HTML. How we can insert tables in HTML. This was basically the topic. So last time the code that we were writing, I'm going to open this code in front of you. It was basically how to create tables. We had discussed some important tags related to the insertion of table in HTML5. So basically these were the tags that we discussed last time: table, table raw, table header, table data, caption. These are the tags that we discussed last time. Then we discussed about captions, the properties, the attributes which are used with different you know tags, with the table data, table header, and with the table itself. So these are the properties that we discussed, and then we wrote a program code. This was basically a program code that we wrote, and I had uploaded this program in your Google Classroom so that you can use it. You can not only view the coding that we have done, but also you can run it in Internet Explorer by double clicking the file. As you know very well, when we save the file with the extension of .html, the file becomes like a file of a Google Chrome like icon, or the file like a Internet Explorer like icon. So you can run that particular file in Internet Explorer. So I had uploaded this soft copy in your Google Classroom. So I hope all of you would have gone through this code and would have run this file at home in order to do the practice. So basically this was the task that we did last time. If you see here, I can show you once again that this was the topic. When we implemented, it was showing us the output in this way: simple table where three rows were there, A, B, C in the first rows, then space EF in the second row, then G, H, and space in the third row. So this was the data that we displayed using that particular code, and the code was, if you right click over here, you can view the code over here, but over here you can't edit it. Over here in the Internet Explorer you can't edit it. If you want to edit it, so then you will have to close it and you will have to open the file in Notepad. You will go to the open with option and you will go to the Notepad option. When you will go to the Notepad option, over here you can edit the file according to your requirement. You can make changes. Just like today we are going to see another example that we have written for you. Okay, so the last time, the task that we were doing last time, we had discussed about, and today we are going to discuss about some other options available over here. Now we are going to implement how we can implement the table with outline. If I want to apply some outline to my table, last work that we did, although the table was there, but the lines were not there. You can see in this example. See this example that we did last time. It is a tabular data, but the data is only the data. The content is there, but the lines are not there. So if you need to apply lines, how could you do this job? How can you apply the lines on it? So this is basically the task that we need to understand. And this is the thing that we are going to discuss today. And we have to understand this concept. Munibul Haq, you have not mentioned your class. You should leave the class and rejoin again with your full name and class. All the students have mentioned. You have not mentioned your class. Okay, ji. So what we are going to do, we are going to apply a simple outline. How we can apply the outline. Take this example. Now see the example. This is the tabular data. I have already typed the file so that our work could be minimized and our time could be saved over here, but does not matter. I am going to give you this typed code in your Google Classroom so that you can implement it at home. But the main purpose and the objective is that we should be able to understand the concept, that what actually we are doing. So this is basically the format that we want to print. What is the difference between in this option and the previous work that we did in the last class? We did not have the outline in the last class, and today we are going to apply the outline. How we can do this? Right click on it and see the view source. Acha, view source option jo hai, this option will show you here in the Internet Explorer. It will show you the coding. Here you can't do any change, but if you have to do any change, you will right click on the file where you have placed the file and you will go to the open with notepad option, and then you can edit the text. Okay, fine. Now see, what is the change that we have applied over here? What are the two important things which are changed as compared to the previous coding that we did in the last time? The main concern is in the table we have mentioned border. See this line. In the table we have mentioned border 1 pixel solid green. 1 pixel is the thickness of the, we can also mention 2 pixel or 3 pixel depending on our requirement. We can change it. So the table property that we have mentioned in the head, in the portion of head, in the style, we have mentioned border is 1 pixel solid green. Number one thing. And another thing that I have also changed over here is basically that I have mentioned one heading over here, table with border. As you know that headings could be applied H1 and H2. These are basically the headings. These could be applied anywhere in any HTML document, just like in the last chapter we had applied the headings. Okay, so you can write heading, any heading. Then afterwards, I have written one line using table with borders in HTML5 example code. And I have applied over here P for the paragraph. I am writing some detail. Over here. This is also possible for us कि we can apply caption under the table. मतलब after this line, I can apply the caption as well, just like in the last program I had applied the caption of the table. Caption could be at the top and it could be at the bottom, depending on our requirement. Anyway, I have given heading today in this code that we have got. Okay. Acha ji, one more thing that you are seeing over here, it is basically different from the last work. It is table style width. Basically, in the table tag, we have mentioned style. How the table will appear. In the last program, the code, the output was coming in a corner and the output was small. So what I have done today, I am taking 25% of the width of the page. Matlab, the whole page is width 25%. Not complete 100% page will be utilized in the output for the table. So the table breadth will be 25% of the total width of the page. If I change it to 100%, then it will be, stretched up to the total width of the page. We will do this change. We will do this change and we will apply what happens. Then I have changed the data. Now see, as you know that whenever we have got table row, so in the table row we can mention table header. Over here heading is first name, last name, age. Then again in the next row what we have got, table data. Table data, in table data we have mentioned Jill, Smith and 50. It is Jill is the basically first name, Smith is the last name and 50 is the age. Then again we have taken another row and we have mentioned the table data F Jackson and 94. F Jackson, F is the first name, Jackson is the last name and 94 is his basically his age. So in the very first row we are giving heading. So we have mentioned table header, it will come in the bold text. But in the next row we are giving table data. So table data will come in the normal text. So I hope you are able to understand what actually we are doing. We are taking 25% of the width of the page where our table will be there. Okay, so now you see the output. Output I have already shown you. This is the output. In the output you are able to see that only outline is there. Internal lines are not there. We are going to do internal lines as well. But in this case, what is there? Only outline is there. And in this outline, the outline is in green color. Okay, let me change something. I'm going to close this file. Let me change something over here. I should increase the thickness of the outline. How could I increase the thickness? I make it 2 point. Sahi hai? Then I make the width of the page that I am taking for my table. I am going to increase it by 50. So it will be a larger table covering 50% of the page width. Okay, I am going to save it. When now I click on it, you will see that the table size is now increased. The table width is now increased by 50% of the page. You can see that it is taking half of the width of the page. Okay, now you can see one change as well, that the thickness of the green line is now more. If I change its color, I right click on it, I go to the coding using notepad because I need to edit. I change the thickness of the 3 points and not solid green. I make it, for example, solid black. Okay. For example, if I make it solid black, so then if I close it and if I say yes, now see the output. It is solid black 3 pixel. So now you can see the thickness now. The thickness is now more and 50% of the width is there for the page that we are using right now. Okay. If someone has got any question up to here, please raise the hand. Otherwise, we will go to the internal lines. How we can draw the internal lines between the names and the, all these things, all this data that we have taken over here. If you have got any question up to here, you can ask by raising the hand, please. If any important question is there, not necessary ke all the students should ask. If everything is clear, so no need to ask. But if something is there that you want to clarify, you should ask. It is quite simple. Nothing is difficult here. Okay. It means that I should suppose that all the students have got a clear concept about it. Now, how we can draw the lines, matlab between these data, how we can draw the lines. Now see another example. I will upload this code inshallah in your Google Classroom. You don't need to worry about it. This video will also be uploaded inshallah in your Google Classroom today. On whenever we have class, on the same day I upload the video of the lesson and the text that we have discussed. Okay, if there is some text, if only discussion is there, so definitely that discussion video will be uploaded. Just like today we have got the text, so of course the text will be uploaded. So now we are going to apply how we can make a change over here. I am going to make only one change. Now see, what is that particular change that I am going to apply? I want to have the border. Okay, let me change it. Let me change it for solid green again. And I'm not taking 3 pixel. I am taking, let's suppose 1 pixel. Okay. Right now we have applied this border option only to the table. This border option is applied only to the table. Now I am going to apply this border to the table raw and table data as well. This is the procedure. The tags which are available, for which we are going to mention the attribute in the curly brackets, so those tags will be mentioned. So now the border will be applied not only to the table but also to the table data and table rows. So it will be applied to the table data and table raw as well. Okay, anyway, now we should check the output. Okay, what happens in the output. Should I make another file? Okay. Inside lines .html. I'm making a separate file so that you can see it properly. Okay, what is actually the output? Now see, this is the basically example that we have got. Inside lines are also there. All the all the text which is there now is in the borders. All the text, the table raw and table data. On the table raw and table data, we have applied the borders. Fine, on the table raw and table data. Okay. So this is the quite simple strategy. If I write here table header, let me check about the table header as well. Okay, fine. Now it is also applied to the table header. It is also applied to the table header as well. Header पे भी apply हो गया ये. Also applied to the table header. So in this way we can bring the outline to the table header, table data and table rows, all the rows. Okay. If we just write the table, if we just mention over here by making one change, if I don't mention table data, now see the output. We have mentioned table header and table raw, okay, on which we are applying. So now you can see that the table header has got the outline, but not the data. So data has not got the outline in this case. So this is the example using which you can understand how we can apply the outline to table, number one, table header, table data, and to all the rows of the tables. I hope all of you have got this point and you are now able to understand this thing, and you are not going to face any problem. All the thing is clear to all of you. Okay, ji. Now we are going to see another example. I hope this point is clear. Another thing that we need to space is basically need to understand is basically spacing. The spacing is basically an important thing, you know. We have to understand the spacing. This program we have already discussed now. Complete outline we have already discussed now. Table header and table data. The program that we have done over here. Now see this program again. I'm going to change one more thing I want to show you. Table header and table data. If I mention table header and table data, then it is going to show you in this way complete program. Okay, ji. So now the next thing that we are going to discuss about is basically about spacing. Yes, this is spacing. What is basically meant by spacing? How you are going to manage the border spacing? How you can manage the border spacing? Matlab, the space between the borders, the space between the borders, how can you apply the space between the border? uh, some students are there who are leaving classroom and then rejoining classroom again and again. I am not able to understand why they are doing so. I am unable to understand. They leave the classroom and then they rejoin the classroom, then they leave the classroom. So next time I am going to lock the classroom so no one can re-enter again. Okay. So now what is basically meant by the border spacing and how you can cover the border spacing? This is basically another coding for today that we are going to discuss, and I am going to show you with an example, and of course I am going to give you this coding as well. Now see what is basically meant by border spacing. This is border spacing. If I want to increase the space between the borders of the table data and table rows and the border of the table, if I want to increase the space, how can I do it? How can I do it? See that what we have done in the coding. Now please pay attention and look at this. Just please pay attention. Okay, if I am interested now over here, first name, last name is there, of course, and age is there that we have mentioned. Now see the view source option. What we have done, what is basically the change? All the things are same. Table is there, table data is there, table raw is there, table header is there, all the things are there. But the main concern is about these properties of the tags that we have mentioned. Now please pay attention. Number one is the border. What is the thickness of the border? Border is 2 pixel solid green. Border is 2 pixel solid green. We have discussed about it. When we increase the number of pixel, the thickness of the border is increased. When we change the color of the border is changed. Whatever you can write, blue, red, any other color. What is basically meant by the padding? Padding for 5 pixel. So some properties are there that we had discussed, and I had told you that these are mentioned in your book as well. And I had also given you some, you know, tabular data in your files where we discussed about these all things. So basically over here, the padding refers to the, you know, the space and the spacing that is controlled by this attribute. It specifies the space between the border and the content in the table. Border and the content. Between the border and the content. What should be the difference? What should be the distance in pixel between the border and the content? Number one thing. Okay. So padding is defining the distance between the border and the content. And what is meant by this border spacing? What does it do? What is meant by the border spacing? It is also very important. This specifies the distance between the borders of the adjacent cells. What will be the distance between the borders of the adjacent cells? Just like over here, you can see that these are the cells. What should be the distance between them? Okay. So this is defined by the border spacing. Basically, we have said these two important properties. Number one is this table header, table data, and table border is 2 pixel solid green and padding is 5 pixel. And the second property that we have set over here is basically the border spacing is 15 pixel. Border spacing. It is basically, as I have told you, okay, what is meant by border spacing specifies the distance between the borders of the adjacent cells. Okay. So we mentioned the border spacing, just like we have mentioned over here. Now you will see that we have also taken the table uh, width 50% of the page, and this is the output. Before going towards the questions or anything that you want to ask, I am going to have a quick overview and of this attendance for the today's attendance. One or two names were there that I did not find in your class list. Muhammad Hamdan. Who is Hamdan? Hamdan is there. He should raise the hand. Okay. So I'm going to check for the attendance. If someone who is not having with their class, definitely his attendance will not be marked. Okay. So Abdul Moiz is from fine. I think all the students have mentioned their classes. So I have checked now. Okay, please. So now, if anyone has any question, please. Now, please raise the hand before concluding this topic. If you have got any question, please raise the hand and ask me. Something which is not clear to you in this regard, please. The topic that we have discussed here for the table borders and border spacing. Mars. Mars, you have joined now. You are in which class? Yes, Abdul Muiz, you want to ask something? Abdul Muiz.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
loudly.
Sir, sir, I did not even understand till now that what is meant by padding.
What is meant by padding? As I
Yes, sir.
had told you, okay, padding is, there are two terms that we used today. One is basically border spacing, which specifies the distance between the borders of the cells. Okay,
Yes.
and padding specifies space between the border and the content. मतलब ये है कि content वो है जो the thing that we have written.
Yes, sir.
Content is basically the thing that we have written. You will see that there is some distance between the content and the content and the border of the
Border.
cell. इसके दरमियान में भी तो एक फासला है ना. There is a distance between the text and the border of the cell. So इसमें भी फासला है और एक वो फासला है जो cells के दरमियान फासला है. So basically these are the two terms. Now if you see the coding, border spacing is 15 pixel और यहाँ पर अगर हम देखें padding is 5 pixel. अब एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं, हम padding को increase करते हैं. Okay, we should increase the, और इसको change करके देखते हैं. Then you will see. Let's suppose if I make it padding, if I make the padding 10 pixel. Okay.
Yes.
Now you can see that there is a bit change.
Yes.
There is a bit change. There is change or not?
Yes, sir. There is a change.
टेक्स्ट में देखो, टेक्स्ट का फासला देखो आप लाइन के साथ. देयर इज नाउ मोर गैप between the text and the line. There is more gap now. So border spacing could be changed. अब अगर हम उसको चेंज करते हैं, border spacing को चेंज करते हैं. Now if I change the border spacing, border spacing 15 है, इसको मैं कर देता हूँ 5, कम कर देता हूँ. ठीक है, 15 से मैंने क्या कर दिया, लेस कर दिया, कम कर दिया. If I change it and now if I run it, now see the distance between the cells is now lower. Are you getting this point? What is the difference between padding and spacing? Padding is the content and line distance, and spacing is the cells distance, distance between two cells, distance between two cells.
Two cells.
Okay, ji. Anyone else? Now that is, I think it was a good question. Now I have made it more clear. Anyone else who want to ask? Our time of the class is about to over. Mars, one student Mars was there who has joined and he has not mentioned his class. Yes, Mars, you are in class. Mars.
Sir is P3C. Sir is in class
Yes,
P3C.
Yes, Mars, why you joined late? Mars.
Sir, I couldn't join it. I joined late because the internet was off and then I.
You are in which class?
P3C.
P3C. Keep in mind, whenever you join the class, you are supposed to mention your class, okay? You have not mentioned your class at the end. All these students, they mention their class at the end.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, Ji. Anyone else who has got anything to ask? Anything that you want to ask about the today's topic? We have covered this topic in a very systematic manner by changing different options so that you may have a clear concept about it when you will be writing the answers for the MCQs, the answers for your questions given in the exercise book. So you would be able to write the answers properly. You won't face any problem. All the students have done the previous chapters exercise, the remaining portion that I had uploaded in the Google Classroom. Yes. I think all the students have done. If someone has not done, he is supposed to complete all the work on time. Keep in mind. It means all are very clear about all these things. Now I think I should ask questions from you. Fawaz of P3B. Yes, Habib Haider of P3C. Habib. Okay, I think all the students are very clear about today's topic and nothing is there to ask. Fine, thank you so much. Thank you so much for attending the class very smoothly.